I was not at all ready to make this video. Well guys, today we're going to be covering a topic that has been asked a lot in the Herbie fan base. How many relationships has Herbie been in? And most of the fans would say, well, Herbie was in 2. He was with Giselle in Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, and he was with the new Beetle in Fully Loaded. That is true, but there are also 2 other cars Herbie has been with. So today, we are going to be seeing how many relationships has Herbie the Lovebug been in. And I'm still going to the same topic I said before. I was not prepared for this to make this video. So the first relationship Herbie was in was back in 1971, 2 years after the first Love Bug came out. And this was also around the same time when Disney would do Disney on Parade. And during the segment, they would have a Herbie showcase. They would have Herbie, and apparently he was married to this other car named Gloria, which for some weird reason Herbie is much bigger than Gloria? I don't know what to say about that. But that's not even the worst thing that I'm going to come across, if you can believe it. Somehow, they had a little baby Herbie. Yeah, I'm not going to bother asking how. I don't even want to know how. I don't even want to know how that came across. But of course, it would have Goofy there, and they would do all other sorts of activities.
And everything was lovely once again.
The next relationship Herbie was in 1975 when Golden Books released The Love Bug, Herbie's Special Friend, which actually I have 2 copies of, and I remember reading it a lot as a child just because it was Herbie. Herbie's Special Friend tells the story of Herbie, of course, and it would have this other character named Bill Botts, which I remember always reading, and I was like, where is Jim Douglas? Why isn't he here? Anyways, this other woman moves next to Bill, and Herbie takes a liking to the Beetle she has. A few instances go by where they run into each other, yada yada yada, until the woman's car goes missing. So while Bill and the woman, who I can't honestly think of the name of, they go to the police to report the runaway car, and so leaving Herbie to go on a wild goose chase trying to track down his car. And of course he does, and the thief gets caught, and now Bill and the woman are together, and of course I would assume that Herbie is together with the other car. And that's the end of that. Now we're getting into a relationship that a lot of Herbie fans were aware of. The next relationship Herbie was in 1977 when Disney released Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, where everyone should know the story. Herbie goes to Monte Carlo for the big Trans-France race. A diamond gets in his gas tank, and Herbie falls in love with Giselle, which, actually out of curiosity, Giselle is the only car Herbie has been in a relationship with that is not a Volkswagen Beetle. She's actually a 1977 Lancia Scorpion Sport. And a few instances later, Herbie comes together and is together with Giselle. Now, to be fair, Herbie and Giselle is the best relationship Herbie has been in for me. That's the one that I like personally out of all of these. But there's still one more we need to talk about. The last relationship Herbie was in 2005 with Herbie Fully Loaded. Herbie falls in love with this new Beetle, which I like to think it's a remake of the Beetle that was in Herbie's Special Friend, just because they're both yellow. I could be completely wrong. That's something I like to think of. I don't really know if the car is alive, except at the end when the car winked its headlight and drove off with Herbie. I guess the car is alive then. I don't know. And that, my friends, is the end. That's all the relationships Herbie has been in. So Herbie has been in a total of 4 relationships. 4? It's actually a big number. Taking Herbie, the little Volkswagen, and putting him in a love relationship rather than having a friend relationship with his owners, yes, throughout his movies. But it was a good choice for Disney to do that. in my opinion, even though some of them can be weird in some cases. But at least they're giving the little car some new things to experience with. That is what I would like to see.